cult members refused to testify against Sols. The cult members refused to testify against Sols. A child came upon the group performing a blood ritual and went to the police. A child came upon the group performing a blood ritual and went to the police. Magdalena Sols joined the Hernndez brothers, taking advantage of townspeople. Magdalena Sols joined the Hernndez brothers, taking advantage of townspeople. The High Priestess of Blood presided over the village and sentenced villagers to hang if they complained about their enslavement. When Sols joined the group as a goddess, the dynamic shifted, and she became the powerful High Priestess figure, with the Hernndez brothers, her own brother acting in subservient roles. Allegedly, some of the villagers complained about being held against their wills and wanted to leave. Sols sentenced them to hang. As her reign went on, she began ordering blood sacrifices, wherein villagers were bled, and Sols drank their blood from a chalice. Eventually, they began open-heart sacrifices, done while the victims were alive. This horror continued for almost 2 months. Sols claimed to be the reincarnation of an Aztec deity, but then started believing it herself. When Sols arrived at Yerba Buena, she decided to take on the persona of a reincarnated Aztec goddess. The ever-so-crafty Hernndez brothers made a spectacular show of the goddess's arrival to the village, complete with magic tricks as an introduction. Sols informed the town that she was the reincarnated goddess Coatlicue. Coatlicue was an Aztec goddess known as the Mother of the Gods and Goddess of the Sun, Moon, and Stars. Not only did the villagers believe the outlandish tale, but Sols, a religious fanatic, also soon started believing the delusions herself. Sols would continue to wield her power in various ways, including using the townspeople for forced sexual services and terminating them if they didn't meet her demands. In fact, Sols started practicing a blood ritual with unbelievers. If anyone doubted her in any way, she forced the believers in her cult to beat and set fire to the doubters. As the victim lay dying, the believers would begin with the bloodletting ceremony. Sols would drink their blood, mixing it with peyote, believing it would give her the power to live forever. The Hernndez brothers convinced a town of people they were prophets and held the town as slaves. The cult all started in the early 1960s when infamous siblings Santos and Cayetano Hernndez, known as the Hernndez brothers, took complete control of the 50 or so villagers in a small town called Yerba Buena. The master manipulators had told the villagers that they were prophets of exiled Incan gods, and in return for worship and devotion pledged to make the villagers prosperous. But eventually, the townspeople began questioning the brothers' motives, as they had not received any of the promised treasures yet were being held in grottos to serve the brothers' sexual whims. Additionally, none of the so-called gods had shown up. The men decided they needed to find someone else to join in on their illusion in order to keep the peace with the villagers and to continue the hoax. The brothers traveled to the Mexican city of Monterrey, where they met a pro, Magdalena Sols, along with her brother-turned-pimp, Eleazar. Sols and her brother agreed to help the brothers and returned with them to Yerba Buena. Magdalena Sols savagely ended at least 8 people so that she could drink their blood. In 1963, Magdalena Sols became a cult leader who participated in human sacrifice. This high priestess and her crew of men forced a small community into being held as slaves in their perverse cult. If the townspeople decided they did not want to be a part of the group, Solis would have them brutally beaten and eliminated. She would also practice bloodletting on the unfortunate victims, causing them to bleed so that she could drink their blood. The victims then perished. Over the course of 6 weeks, Solis would be responsible for at least 8 demises.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.